Hello student, today we'll start class 4 EVS chapter 16. A busy month. Bal Mandir, Bhavna 13th April 1936. Here dad has already given here. Dear children, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There are no clouds in the sky. The sun is burning hot. The sparrows, doves, and sunbirds have started working in pairs as they prepare to make their nest. Some of the birds have already made their nest. In some of the nests, the eggs have hatched. The parent birds are busy feeding the chicks with different kinds of insects and other things. In our courtyard, also, there is a baby dove. There is another egg in the nest, but it has not hatched yet. Now it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Otto says that there is no clouds in the sky. It's very hot, that the sun is burning. Now some of the birds like sparrows, doves, sunbirds, they have started working to make their nest. But some of them already met. Okay. In some nest you will get eggs, but they have not hatched yet. Uh, Parents birds, they are very busy to feeding their children with kinds of insects and other things. Now Otter says in his courtyards he get a baby doves, and there is another egg in the nest, but that is not hatched yet. On the way to Gopal Bai's house, there are many stones along the roadside. In the space between these stones, an Indian robin has laid its egg. Bachubai showed it to me. I looked through the binoculars. I saw that the nest was made of glass. On the top there were soft twigs, roots, wool, hair, cotton wool. This is how the robin makes its nest. What is soft and cozy home for its chicks. The robin is not like the crow. A crow's nest is made of all kinds of things, even pieces of wire and wood. I saw a baby bird in the robin's nest. It was sitting with its beak wide open. Now, on the way to Gopal Bai's house, maybe his otter friends. That on the way, what happens? There are many stones along the roadside, and between this space, between these stones, an Indian robins, as you can see in the pictures, the right side, the top you will get Indian robins. This is Indian robins. It's a bird, um, has laid its egg, and Bachubai showed to the otter that now he looked through the binoculars, means instruments or things to see the things far away more clearly. Okay. Now he saw that the nest was made of glass, and on the top of you will get soft twigs and roots, wool, cotton, hair, all these things. Okay. Now this is how the robin, Indian robin makes. But Indian robin is little bit different from crow. Crow is totally different. Indian robin makes a soft and cozy home for their chicks. But Robin is not like that, but crow is little bit different. Crow will be made their house like even in the small pieces of wire or wood. Now she saw a baby bird in the robin's nest. Means Indian robin's nest. He saw a small bird, and it was sitting with its beak with open. The mouth was red from inside. When the cheek was open, their mouths, uh, they saw inside red things. And in a little, while the robin flew to the nest and put something in the chick's open beak, they maybe a few small insects. By then it was evening. The robin settled down with its chick. Now, being a mother, he being a mother, she just brought some food for her chicks. There is a small tree nearby. It has nests hanging from its branches. And now also small tree, it has a hanging from its branches a nest. Birds are so wonderfully different. The crow builds its nest high up on a tree. All the birds they make their nest very beautifully, and but crow usually builds its nest up on a tree. The dove makes its nest along the tops of a cactus plant or a mehendi hedge. As you can see that dove, it's a bird. It makes is its nest among the tops of a cactus. Okay, cactus plants or mehendi plants. The sparrow can be found in and around on our own house. Yeah, sparrow. It's a very common birds you will get in everywhere, especially our own house also. It makes it rest anywhere. It can make his house in anywhere, on top of a cupboard, behind a mirror, on a ledge. In all these things they can make. Pigeons also make their nest like this, and pigeons are also same as sparrow. Often they make nests in old or deserted buildings. These birds are making their house in the old and deserted buildings. Okay, the barbets or coppersmith but can be heard in the summer with its tuk 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 call. It's make its nest in a hole, in a tree trunk, and the tailor bird uses its sharp beak to stitch together two leaves on a bush. It lay its egg in the fold of the leaf that it has made. This is its nest. Now, some of the birds they make their house uh, by their beak. They just dig the hood. Okay, in summer, especially in summer, barbets or coppersmiths, you can heard and you can hear also that the in especially in the summer it's like a tuk tuk tuk, means they just making their house. They just hold the hood. And some of the birds they just together the leaves and they stitch by their beaks and they make their house like that. The sunbirds, this bird you can see in the picture here from right side. The sunbirds makes a nest that hangs from the branch of a small tree or a bush. Sunbirds makes their nest Especially, it makes their house nest branches of the tree. You will get hanging on the branches. The same evening, we saw a sunbird's nest. We can guess what its nest is made of. The nest has hair, grass, tin, twigs, dry leaves, cotton, wool, bits of tree bark, pieces of cloths, rags, even spiders' covets. From all this, the birds make their house. When I looked through the binoculars, I could see a chick in the nest. When the otter says their house by the binoculars, they can see the chick in the nest. It was sitting near the small opening in the nest. It was waiting for its mother to bring some food. What else can it do? Just eat and sleep. That small chick, what else can they do? Only they can eat and they can sleep, and their mother will bring some foods, all these things for them. Okay. All birds are so busy these days. Making a nest, laying the eggs is only the first step. Now, in this month, all the birds are very busy. They just making a nest and laying the eggs. This is the first step for the birds. It is a difficult task to raise the young ones in the nest which had been made with so much efforts, and this is very difficult task to raise the small ones in the nest and which had been made so much efforts. Birds have many enemies, humans and other animals too. Crows and squirrels, cats and rats, all of them wait for a chance to steal the eggs. Many times they even break the nest. Now, even as human beings have enemy, same thing the birds also have many enemies like human beings and other animals. These are crows and squirrels, cats, rats. These all have to wait how to break the eggs, okay, and how to steal. And many times what happens, they even break the nest to keep oneself safe from danger, to find food, make a nest, hatch the eggs, and raise the chick safely. All these are taste for every bird. And see how the birds still sing with joy and spread their wings with fly freely. To keep safely from all this danger, to give foods and to make nest and hatch the eggs and raise the chicks safely, it is a very difficult task for them, and this is a test period for every birds. And but still they are seeing with joyfully, okay, they spread their wings and fly freely. So this is how all for now. Salam, blessing from your Giju Bhai. It is the author name. Okay. Student, here is our exercise. Now turn page number 130. How many years ago did Gejubai write this letter? This letter had been written about 75 years old ago. Question number 2. Find out how old were your grandfather and grandmother at that time. My grandfather was 1 year old and my grandmother was not even born. This letter talks about many different birds. How many of these birds have you seen? Answer: I have seen several birds. Some of them are crow, cuckoo, dove, robin, etc. How many other birds have you seen? Answer: I have seen several other birds also. Some of them are sparrow, eagle, vulture, parrots, etc. Have you seen a bird's nest? Yes, I have seen a bird's nest. Where did you see it? I saw a bird's nest on a tree in the garden. Which is your favorite bird? Answer is here. My favorite bird is parrot. Can you hear your friends in the classroom how it flies and what sound it makes? This is do it yourself, okay? Now question number 9. Guess this bird. A crowns on the head and coins on the tail. So many say it's a blue from top to tail. This answer is peacock. Do you know of any other birds that makes its nest in the tree trunk like the barbet does? Yes. I know woodpecker makes its nest in a tree trunk like a barbet's. Question number A. Where is the nest made? It has been made on the branch of a tree. What is the nest made of? The nest had been made of straw and dried leaves. Is the nest complete or are the birds still making it? It is complete. Can you recognize what birds it is? Yes, it is a crow. What things does the birds bring to the nest? The crow brings twigs, straw, worms, etc. to the nest. Is there any bird sitting in the nest? Yes, one crow is sitting in the nest. Do you think there are eggs in the nest? No, I think there are no eggs in the nest. Question number 8. Can you hear any sound like chee chee from the nest? Yes, I can hear a chee chee sound from the nest. If there are chicks in the nest, what do the parents' birds bring for them to eat? Their parents bring insect and grains from them. How many times in 1 hour do the birds come to the nest? About two or the 3 times birds come to the nest. After how many days did the chick leave the nest? In, a, in about 2 months, chick leave the nest. Make a picture of the nest in your notebook. Question number 12. You can do by yourself. Okay, students? Thank you.